People say time flies when you're having fun, and it's been a year since Genius Invokation TCG was launched. Version 4.3 marks its first anniversary with a major update to character and action cards. Let's delve into the new content this update has to offer. Leila. Leila is a Cryosword user from Cimero. After activating her elemental skill, Leila obtains a shield and the Shooting Star status, which triggers a cryo-coordinated attack after a certain number of actions from our side. Repeatedly activating Leila's elemental skill can increase the frequency of Shooting Star attacks. Summons from her elemental burst also accelerate the speed of coordinated attacks. With the talent equipped, you can also draw a card by triggering Shooting Star. Leila's skill set allows her to absorb damage for teammates while providing substantial firepower, making her suitable for slower-paced teams. Yolan. Yolan is a Hydra Archer from Liyue. At the start of combat, Yolan activates her passive Breakthrough. With at least 2 stacks of Breakthrough, she consumes them to convert her normal attack damage into Hydra damage and draws a card. Activating her elemental skill helps Yolan rapidly stack Breakthrough. With the talent equipped, during our roll phase, we'll consistently obtain Omni Dice equal to the number of different elemental types seen in our character lineup. Yolan's elemental burst provides continuous Hydro-coordinated attacks for 2 turns. Unlike Xingqiu's coordinated attack, Yolan's has no limit on the number of times it can trigger, making her ideal for pairing with characters like Hu Tao and Sino, who can frequently utilize normal attacks for output in a single turn. Lenny. Lenny is a Pyro Archer from Fontaine and a member of the Fatui. His special normal attack, Prop Arrow, inflicts 2 points of pyro damage on the opposing combatant and summons the Grin Malkin Hat, accumulating 1 stack of prop surplus. The Grin Malkin Hat inflicts 1 point of pyro damage at the end of the turn. After using Prop Arrow, if Lenny has at least 6 HP, he'll suffer 1 point of piercing damage. Activating his elemental burst generates summons and accumulates prop surplus without consuming health. Using his elemental skill consumes all prop surplus stacks, enhancing its damage and healing Lenny based on the number consumed. With the talent equipped, Lenny and the Grin Malkin Hat inflict an additional 2 points of pyro damage to characters afflicted with pyro. His unique self-damage mechanism requires careful timing of Prop Arrow and elemental skill, with shields or healing equipment providing effective synergies. Lynette. Lynette is an animal single-handed sword user from Fontaine and a member of the Fatui. Using her elemental skill inflicts damage on opposing combatants and, if it's the first skill used in the turn and she has no more than 8 HP, she'll heal for 2 HP. However, if she has at least 6 HP at the end phase, she'll suffer 2 points of piercing damage. The talent enhances damage from her second elemental skill usage in a turn and force the opponent to switch. Lynette's elemental burst summons provide damage mitigation and adapt their damage type based on the opponent's inflicted elemental damage. Her elemental skill grants substantial survivability during the active phase, but the accompanying debuffs make her vulnerable until her next action. Equipping items like Lucky Dog's Silver Circlet, which continuously heal, can mitigate the survival pressure. Goro. Goro is a Geo Archer from Inazuma. His elemental skill inflicts 2 points of Geo damage and generates the status General's War Banner. The duration of General's War Banner can stack, increasing Geo damage inflicted by our characters during its effect. With the talent equipped, our characters draw a card after inflicting Geo damage, while General's War Banner is active. Goro's elemental burst also generates General's War Banner and summons General's Glory. If there are 2 Geo characters in our team during the end phase, General's Glory creates 1 crystal. Goro is an excellent Geo damage enhancer and is particularly suited for dual Geo teams. After a Virgin's lull, perhaps we'll see Ito shine again in the game. Alham. Alham is a Dendrosword user from Sumeru. After using his elemental skill, he gains the status Chisel Light Mirror. While Chisel Light Mirror is active, Alham's normal attack damage convert to Dendro damage and he gains the effect of coordinated attacks. If he uses a charged attack, the duration of Chisel Light Mirror increases. His elemental burst consumes Chisel Light Mirror's duration to increase damage, and based on the duration spent, he regains a corresponding number of Chisel Light Mirror turns. With the talents equipped, if Alham consumes Chisel Light Mirror with his elemental burst, he's guaranteed to gain Chisel Light Mirror with free duration and draw a card. Alham can frequently inflict dendro damage with normal attacks, making him a powerful damage dealer in reactive teams. Equipment Card Update. This update brings a slew of new equipment cards. Among the damage-increasing weapons, Beacon of the Reed Sea stands out for its multiple enhancement methods and simple triggering conditions. Weapons like the Primordial Jade Winged Spear and Lost Prayer to the Sacred Winds mainly enhance damage and significantly boost the team's damage output when equipped. Light of Foliar Incision provides a random elemental dice after a normal attack is used. Tuletula's Remembrance reduces the dice cost for charged attacks, making these two weapons optimal choices for characters relying on normal attacks for output. Gilded Dreams offers a substantial boost for tri-element teams, especially when paired with action cards that reduce equipment costs. Flowing Rings, Echoes of an Offering, Heart of Huarana's Brilliance, and Varukasha's Glow are artifacts with very low cost requirements, making them ideal triggers for Yayoi Nanatsuki and Ancient Courtyard's cost-reducing effects. Among them, Heart of Huarana's Brilliance and Varukasha's Glow are particularly suited for the new Fontaine characters with self-damage skills. That's all for this episode. In our next one, we'll continue to introduce the new monster, event, and support cards added in this update. Stay tuned!